playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Quickly to the air is Wilson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Ready. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson.
He finds his receiver, Watson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots take over.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 43.
Gets it quickly out wide to Thornton.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Throwing Jones. Smith catches left side. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Jets at 6-4 now in the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Pats are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Second down, here strong once more.
And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now Jones. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man. Complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Berrios now from his end zone.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 41 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
To throw is Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd down, a run with Strong.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson.
Quick slant to Watson.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Straight ahead is Strong. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
And in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
He's got a man wide open. It's Landry.
And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Finds Strong on the check down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Back to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his man, Thornton. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll look to throw again. Henry's got it out on the left side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Garabay's kick is good.
And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Jones throwing on first down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown. Tyquan Thornton with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. They'll try and throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Give up the middle to Strong. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. You want to throw the ball now for play out.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
John Franklin Myers in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half. But now they've got their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
The Garabay's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
Now 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off play action. Jones. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Jones now on 3rd down. This will be caught at the 2. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Stevenson is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Pierre Strong with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Garibay on for the extra point.
And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Makes the score Patriots 36, Jets 7. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All again on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
99 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson.
53 yards.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Strong one more time.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Edwards. Touchdown, Patriots.
Brian Edwards.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Chris Barnes.
He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
They'll run with Strong.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
This one swung outside to Strong.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they